very important part of the family. She's the female adult in the family. Of course, the adult could be young, the adult could be older. And that is who a woman is. Very, very important part of the family. The female adults, young adult or old adult. The woman has 3 significant roles in the family. She plays a reproductive role, a productive economic role, and the community role as well. By reproductive, I mean carrying the baby, conceiving the baby until it is born, and then when it is born, the early parts of the child's life, the mother has to be there to feed it, to nurture it until it attains the age when other members of the family can also be a part to handle the baby, to handle the child. Drug use, one may say maybe it's an emerging event or something, emerging issue or something, but just as the men are involved in anything, women can also become linked to it somehow. Talking about drugs, the role that the women play normally, you would say that it's the reproductive role normally comes as part of their upbringing. Okay, so the woman grows up, naturally nurturing children, looking after children. But then, one thing that may make a woman go deep into drugs.
I was 17, 18, now I started. I'm 30 years. Now I'm shade at home. Now I'm for them say me because me need to wash kakra. And my boyfriend be into me call no na or shit. Now I'm beside say we then no say we na friend we no shit. And see all of a sudden you was an on ya call. And oh sorry, and I'm so no they are share plates mo na me fine. I'm so me share. But for the first time, no easy, mommy cry.
It is Zongo. Zongo, the environment is very poor. Madam, if one no job to me, I did. To me, I call it to a very set of almost money got to buy. I got over almost in Koso. Saka cry. Everyone was almost on drugs near the end. Even I very say 15 years now, me started say almost mommy na me ban, no mama, dinner much. I can't have a home drug. You're drug almost 20 years. Drugs, me take it, me take it, heroin, me take it, crack. Me feel fine, feeling normal. So, me no man, mania high.
Me no nagbe, me no na jots. Actually, at least 4 years now. Okay, because of friends. First start I'm a Kronya Valiera. Like me dogo. Emi dogwa o smoke nya pass me nya ma smoke. Since then ma smoke now sometimes my thing stop now like 1 month after my start now. I feel all right.
These days you have because of modernization, the younger generation cannot accept things like extramarital affairs, maybe from the husband that easily. Like maybe our grandmothers may have done it. So if a younger person tends to face such a situation in life, she might resort to drugs, to just, get herself high on the drugs and deceive herself in thinking that that's the end of her problems, but then she'll wake up and go back to the problems again. So some of these problems in the family, especially in the marital situation, could also lead to, these women going into drugs and staying there. And of course, as it has these addictive effects, she may end up becoming addicted, and then, one problem leads to another.
I was with my husband there when some misunderstanding happened. So he left me there to America. So I have to come to Nigeria. There I met some worst friends. Everything spoiled. I was frustrated. That made me enter into drugs, thinking if I take it and I get high, the problem will be solved. But after problem is still there. And I need more. I always need more. If you take it, you always need more.
You smoke India hemp. How long have you been smoking?
9 years.
9 years. So what happened to your hand?
Then to Dr. Jesus.
You took it to Dr. Jesus.
Yeah, it took me to Dr. Jesus. Tell me like this for 21 days.
Na 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 na. Yeah. La 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 la. How you doing? Burning marijuana from the corner. You keep me calm.
Definitely, we see the number increasing, but it's not the women that are increasing; it's the children. A lot of the youth, especially both young boys and girls, a lot of the youth that are being introduced to this. So in the ghettos, when we first started, it was a particular age group we always used to see. But now as we go, we're seeing people in school uniforms that are there. When they close from school, instead of going home, guess where they go? They go to the ghettos. Because this thing has been taken from the ghettos back to the schools. Now, some of them don't even have to come to the ghettos to get it. They have agents going to the schools, providing it for them. If you go to the universities, you'll find it all over the place, the secondary schools. You find them all over the place.
Usually from the harmful use to the abuse to the dependence, usually are lumped together in English as addiction. But basically, I mean, we have the types of it. I mean, and the most severe form is when people become dependent, and even they can even get mental health problems out of the alcohol use or drug use. For example, most people become psychotic because they begin to hear voices and begin to think differently and have various beliefs which are not normal, and this because of their drug use. Well, if we talk about the negative effects, I mean, I would even have said that just name any organ of the body and let's talk about the effect, because the alcohol or drugs affect every single organ of the body from the head to the toe. It can cause blindness, even in the brain. It causes us not to think properly. It impairs our ability to concentrate. So if somebody takes marijuana or alcohol and they are driving, they are not able to judge the speed with which a car is approaching them or the speed with which they are going. So they are more likely to cross a road, cross an oncoming vehicle because they think that the vehicle is too slow. So all this affects them. And for instance, alcohol affects people's vision. They see things in doubles. So that's why you see an alcoholic jump into a gutter, because he saw two gutters. The first one was what he thought was a gutter. He jumped into the one he thought was a gutter, then he jumped into the gutter. So, and it affects the heart. It gives people very flabby hearts. And I mean, it gives them a heart failure. Once you get that, which is very common in young men, we can't help you, but only pray till God calls you home. It affects your kidneys. It affects our liver. When the liver turns into what we call cirrhosis, it is a no return liver. If you're lucky and it's just a fatty change, it's just on the process of going to that bad state, we can reverse it if you stop drinking. Alcohol can cause impotence, and most people don't know about this. People think that when you take alcohol, you become a man, you become strong. But the truth is that alcohol will increase your libido, your desire to have sex. But obviously it decreases your performance. So when you take alcohol for a long time, you get impotence, even though you may still remain fertile. But for some people, it will shrink their testes.
Like no money, I don't have any problem. I'm smoke, I'm okay. My feel not good. Like sometimes I don't smoke now, I'm not like remember some things. Okay, much of my love at least 20-21 years. My ben have none of them. Like my penna, one of my annual Daniel Hong Kong. And my hide do not know for your parents like a man. Oh, never put my stop. Why Vivina Tamatega stop? I feel okay now. I enjoy it. But for that one, yeah. So we will be a you bet me what any time and they won't know.
Okay, now me feel bad. Now me need to chim me now. I say, I don't know. Say now I'm funny easy, but say me name the me. But later no me be bar normal. And manja and me too as soon as me shit. Say na me shit. Oh, yet me to me so me to touch am. And me to me council, but me ultimate trauma. Say only one down for or talk now on so what. The feelings there is like when you drink. You see, when somebody drink a boost, when you two you high, you feel like high rate, you know.
Say me starting ganja needs carry kakra kana. Me starting say me no crack me heroin. My family almost rejecting me. Say me coffee and me Korea. Me confirm my grandmother sick. Me Joe me new man into my Holland near the Makoto. Into a chain on me coffee. To me to get to more than 15 years. But me will get to most and to me say no. Now me Baba Kuso. Me Bano say we need. When you're almost 22 years. Now me no from 1 month up to 9 months. And I'm the way to me, no, me to me, penny and the intended. Me could break, say 3 months. To me, Bano started say, you started say me could pay scanty. When I started say me could drag me. My man also feel bad, he said they want me feeling also bien and no feel body pain. Since I made no phone answer. I also say Nini Pruncio, he said they want me so me feel bad and Nini Pruncio na me feel more things you near the son also feel. They want me feel bad. And she said me konya bino answer na. We be feeding on also very okay.
Our main objective is to help the people in the ghettos. These are drug addicts, alcoholics, prostitutes, and street children. We realized that upon going to the ghettos over and over again, we realized that going back, they were in the same state. So that is why we started this organization, bring them into a different environment, teach them the word of God, give them different opportunities, and hopefully their lives can be totally transformed. It is based on the word of God, strictly on the word of God. So they go through Bible lessons, through prayer, through deliverance, and also we have literacy classes that really helps them, and then also motivational classes that make them think about other things that they could be doing with their lives. There are some symptoms, especially the alcoholics and drug addicts, when they're going through detoxification, that is the body is getting rid of all the toxins within it. It usually takes, for drug addicts, it takes about 3 days. For alcoholics, it takes about 1 week. And for alcoholics, it's more serious for an alcoholic to be going through detoxification. So in the case of alcoholics, if it gets very severe, then we take them to the hospital. But the first form of treatment for both alcoholics and the drug addict is they take an anti-malaria course, they take a lot of antibiotics, and painkillers. We have painkillers that we give them. We also have a nurse that comes, and if they're very weak, she gives them drips. That's replenishing all the things that they have lost in their body.
My parents are not aware. They used to hear, but they never catch me. For now, my father is dead, but my mother is alive. They see me. But when I'm going to the house, I don't smoke. I have 2 children, but one is alive, one is not alive. I smoke. Whenever I feel like to smoke, I smoke. I give him breast milk and cocoa and them all.
Now I'm having heart problem, kidney, you can see. And I was running. So I can't. That time I want to stop, but I can't. Especially when my mother has taken me to mental hospital twice. They treated me at mental hospital. I even stopped small. At that time I was having a boyfriend too at the ghetto. Even he has been visiting me at the hospital and bringing me the cocaine sap. Even I used to be in the police cells. He used to bring me some in the police cells, and I used to smoke. And they should quit from it. So if they see anything smoke, even not drug, anything smoke, even cigarette or something, because from stage 1 you go to stage 2 or anything smoke, they should abstain from it. They shouldn't play with anything smoke at all. You can see, even now I came here, I don't smoke, but see my, you see my, you see, even it's going to. Media, if I quit media, I will be informant to me. All the pushers who I have suffered 12 for them and destroy my life to me. I will let the BNI arrest them one by one, because maybe this time, no, I'm not going to smoke it, but maybe my daughter or my sister daughter, I have entered inside, so I know how it is. You won't rest, you can't rest. Hey, you'll be going and coming. And if you take two, it doesn't reach you. The more you are taking, the more you want more. If you are taking it, you still need more.
Young lady who sees nothing wrong with drugs, I will tell them, do you want to grow up and have a baby who is a problem child? Because apparently I was just reading about some of these things and I realized that even alcohol, ordinary alcohol, the effect that alcohol has on babies, it can even make the child dull. Sometimes we don't understand why the children, they are not organized. The child can be very disorganized. You may not find the reason, you may not find the cause, but some of these things, when it gets into your system, especially when you have a child, or even before you have a child, if you disorganize your body before you start reproduction, you will end up having problem children on your hand, so that you will be an adult at that time and you will not understand why your child is such a problem child. It could date back to, the drugs that you use. That's the effect on that child or those children that you are going to have. So I will plead with them and tell them that they want to have a future, a happy future and a happy family with brilliant children, smart children who will make you happy, then keep away from drugs, because it doesn't affect you only, but it affects your offsprings, all of them.
What I'll talk about to women in general is that women of the reproductive age, if you know you're a young woman who can get pregnant, just don't touch any alcohol or drugs of abuse, because most women, most even doctors might not know when exactly you get pregnant. Because by the time that we know they are pregnant, you are already 1 or 2 months pregnant. And if you have been using drugs, that would have harmed your baby already, even before we say that you are pregnant.
Advice to mothers is that if you see your child acting in any funny way or withdrawing from you, if you see your child not wanting to spend time with you, or as soon as your child comes home, your child always wants to sleep, then it's time to sit down and have a serious talk with the child, because that means he's just been introduced to drugs, because the last thing they want is to socialize with any family member, and most of the time they even become violent. So my advice to mothers is, when you see your child in that situation, it's time to sit down, have a chat with your child. All mothers should know who their children's friends are, not just see them and you know them. Find out about their friends, who they are hanging out with, where they go when they are hanging out. And through that, you can monitor and you can see what your child is doing. And also in school, if your child is in boarding school, don't just leave your child in boarding school, be in Accra, your child is in Cape Coast, and forget about your child. You have to go to the school, talk to the teachers. Is my child behaving okay? Does my child run away from the school? It's very important to get their children when they're at that stage, because most of them at that stage, as soon as they drop out of school, and then they're back in the ghettos, they're in the slums. And when you try to take them back to school to finish their education, they never want to go back. So it's important to catch them in the beginning. So mothers, fathers, just be more attentive towards your children. And for the youth out there, especially the ones in school, if your friend wants you to just try anything just for fun or just to be cool, always say no. It can lead to a life of hell for you, literal hell. You can end up living like a pig in the ghettos and be satisfied with your life. You can be that addicted, and your friend that introduced you to it will be fine. he'll be the MD of some bank and you'll be living like a pig in the ghetto. So always say no, and be careful about the shito that people share, because now they've started putting the marijuana seeds in the shitos, and that's just how they're taking it to school these days. So children, mothers, everybody should just be very vigilant out there.
Na 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 na. Yeah.